Erling Haaland, welcome back. You have been missed. Absolutely huge 3 points as Manchester City beat Everton 2-0 and a clean sheet. I don't believe my eyes. A clean sheet. It feels like so long. Maybe one of you can tell me in the comments since we last got a clean sheet. But look, Erling Haaland, you have re-announced yourself. You are back. And you're back where we need you, scoring goals. He needed that today. We needed that today. What an ugly game of football that was. What an ugly game of football we just had to watch. But you know what? When you're in these title races, sometimes you have to learn to win ugly. You have to be able to grind out these wins against teams who make it really difficult for you. And I'm going to get into the ins and outs of the game, but I have to say credit to Everton, particularly in that first half, to hold us to no shots on target was absolutely exceptional from them and Sean Dyche in the way they set up. They obviously set out to make it really difficult for us. We were struggling to break them down, and I don't want to criticise too much, especially in a game in which we won, but for me, I think Pep Guardiola got some things wrong or could have done some things differently, particularly in the first half. Like, if you contrast the team that finished the game versus the team that started the game, it's quite clearly the team that finished the game. There was so much more output to be got from them. They were so much more threatening, so much more fluency. But the team that started the game, I was surprised with some of the selections. The main one that I want to start with is Phil Foden out in the wing. I thought Phil Foden overall had an excellent game, and he's continued his absolutely excellent form, but I wanted him in the middle. We needed him in the middle. It was clear in that first half that the midfield partnership of Alvarez and Matheus Nunes, it wasn't working. Neither of them were getting any joy in breaking down the Everton defence. Like, the role of a Manchester City midfielder, whether it's a 10 or a box-to-box number 8, you have to be creative going forward. You have to be able to unlock a defence. You have to be able to make things happen. And neither of them were able to do so. I'm not a fan of Alvarez in midfield. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. I think his touch is too poor at times. I don't think he reads the game like a midfielder. He wants to be in and around the box. He is dangerous in and around the box. He's naturally a number 9, but Pep insists on shoehorning him into the midfield, and it's just not for me. It's just not for me. Maybe some of you like it, but it's just not for me. I'd much rather have even seen Alvarez not play and put Foden in midfield beside Nunes. I thought Nunes struggled, but I'm not too disappointed with Nunes because it is his first season. He is getting used to it. And he's had some good games so far this season, so there's still a lot to be... You shouldn't be disheartened by Matheus Nunes, but I think he definitely struggled today, and the balance was off. The balance was totally off in the first half. Everything we did, we insisted on going through Jeremy Doku. It was actually predictable. You knew that when we came on the attack, we'd try and create an overload on the right so that we could release Jeremy Doku on the left. He was doubled and tripled up on. You know, a few of his runs were good. A few of his take-ons were good. He beat the fullback once or twice, but it wasn't enough. It was too predictable and too easy for Everton to stop. And there was another one that was of Pep's selections or Pep's tactical choices I wasn't too happy with, which was Akanji playing as the inverted role, Akanji playing the extra midfielder, when John Stones was on the pitch. Now, I know Akanji's only back from injury, so he's not fully match sharp, he's not at his best, but I still prefer John Stones in there. I don't think that role suits Akanji, or at least nowhere near to the level of John Stones, but look, it is what it is. We went in at half-time 0-0, and I'm thinking, we're going to need something special here. We're going to need some moment of magic to pull this out of the bag and get this result for us, because what was riding on the line today? To go top of the league, albeit for a few hours, we are now top of the league. We are top of the league and all that. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, it may only be for a few hours, but it's significant. It's significant for Arsenal and Liverpool, our two main title challengers, to see us in that number 1 spot. The big blue shark has woken up. The big blue shark has arrived. 10 out of 10 wins in all competitions. Double-digit wins in a row, consecutive, whatever way you want to call it. It's significant. City are putting a run together, and it's a run that has to be admired. We've won some games in pretty fashion. Burnley, I thought Brentford was very good. I thought Tottenham was very good, albeit 1-0. And today was an ugly win. Today we had to grind it out. We had to win ugly. And look, Erling Haaland, some of the substitutions Pep made I thought were very good, but Erling Haaland he got man of the match today, absolutely deservedly. He really needed that. The first goal was just absolutely class. It was just a class finish. Corner in from City. Our corners haven't been great all in all. Corner in, bit of a scramble in the box. It falls to Haaland on his weaker right foot and he just rifles it. It's pure instinct, pure striker know-how to score like that. Absolute thunder bastard. Nearly burst the net, and I'm thinking, yes. That's put us in the position we need. We're 1-0 up. And let's just fight it out. Let's see what happens, man, because Everton are going to have to come out the pitch a bit more, and that's essentially how we got our second goal. Erling Haaland again. Everton are slightly higher up the pitch because originally they were set up in a really low block, congest the boxes as Sean Dyche always likes to do, and that Kevin De Bruyne Haaland link up, man, injected in here, man, injected right in my veins. It's what we've all wanted to see for a long time. We've been missing that De Bruyne Haaland link up, and look, Kevin De Bruyne, he came on the pitch. You can sense the aura change. You can sense the vibe change. You can almost see the heads of the Everton defenders go down because they know what they've been dealing with up to then is totally different to what they're about to be dealing with. And Kevin De Bruyne, he came on today, I thought he was excellent. Absolutely excellent. He just dictates everything. He plays the game at his pace. He decides what pace we're playing at today. He says, I'm Kevin De Bruyne, you're going to play at my pace. Gets the ball halfway line, shrugs off a defender, plays a perfectly weighted ball through for Haaland, and you could tell by the way Haaland carried the ball to shrug off the Everton defender, compose himself, position his body so he could tuck it away in the far bottom corner. You could see that's Haaland playing with confidence. Haaland's been waiting for that ball all season. He's been waiting for Kevin De Bruyne to release him like that all season. The ball comes perfectly, he tucks it away perfectly, 2-0, result sealed, no mistakes after that, and we're top of the league, and that's exactly what we did. We grinded it out, man. We won ugly, and our top players, De Bruyne, Haaland and Foden, I thought those three were absolutely excellent today, and they stood up when we needed them. Today was the kind of game where you need your top players to stand up when you need them, and we needed them, and they did. We're top of the league. We are top of the league. Absolutely huge. I'm buzzing. I'm really, really buzzing with that. And I don't know, was it maybe in the mind of Pep through his selection, with Champions League coming up on Tuesday, will we see a totally different team? I don't know. Bernardo came on at the end, offered some possession and solidity and kept things ticking over, so no mistakes. Jack Grealish came on the pitch, obviously, for the last 4 or 5 minutes of normal play, and then the 10 minutes of injury time. I don't know what the story is with Jack Grealish. I really don't know. I mean, will he start in Copenhagen? You don't know. Is there something going on there? Because he hasn't started a game in the last 5 or 6. I don't think he started, which is strange. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see for Champions League, which is we've got to put our focus now. We've got to put our focus. It's knockout stages, Champions League on Tuesday. Shit's starting to get serious on a European front. But look, as far as Premier League goes, we are ticking along nicely. Today was a game that could have been a banana skin. Do you remember Nottingham Forest 1-1 last season? It could have been a bit like that, where we've all the ball, we've all the possession, but we're just not putting it in the back of the net. But we got the job done. Happy days, man. Happy days. Top of the league. Over to you now, Liverpool. Playing Burnley at home. I expect you to win, but we'll have to see. Can Vinny Company pull out something out of the bag for us? I don't know. I don't have my hopes up, but I don't care. It's always focus on ourselves, man. Focus on ourselves. Next game. Our next Premier League game is Chelsea, isn't it? Revenge. I want revenge against them, man. That glorious 4-4 draw that they're banging on about non-stop after we went away to them. Revenge. Put them to the sword and let's keep doing our thing, man. Absolutely buzzing. Like I said, please leave all of your comments down below on everything I said and your thoughts on the league and how we're doing so far. I think we have every right to be happy and satisfied. Leave a like as well in this video. Massively helps more people find the channel, and subscribe if you're new around here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend blues. Champions League coming up on Tuesday. Come on.